Secret Weaver, very nice. I'm gonna start off by playing some very boring decks like the Winchest deck that we were ranting and raving about for a while, but I'm definitely taking requests of decks that you want to see me play and mess around with. Hey Neon, a long time listener, first time caller. Nice to meet you. Very nice to meet you too there, Sir Rhino. First time seeing you around here. You think Canadians is 1.5 right now? Yeah, that's about right. I think that it's specifically going to struggle in something like the event because it just doesn't. It's gonna run into some bad matchups. It's gonna have a hard time really push all the way through. Play one of the Granite Index you were talking about, please. Yeah, sure, I'll do that. Specifically, if you send me Dax through Discord, you can. I will play Dax very comfortably. I basically have like I can play anything. I probably shouldn't keep this, but I'm going to. It depends on what. I guess because AoE yeah, I mean, and Hostilities is a busted card. It didn't need more top end. I mean, I think that might be something that you could do with the Canadians deck to make it better. To fix it. It's a very hard deck to build really well because it's a combo deck and it feels like you need all of your pieces all of the time. I'm really not sure how you should be approaching it. I'm pretty convinced that the Howling Peak Merchant or the Genev Merchant is actually better than, for instance, the pure the red one. I heard another follow right there, which I greatly appreciate. You need to set up the settings again because I can't see it any longer. Yeah, I think I just need the power to actually function. This really blocks a tomb play. She's probably, yeah, dying. Didn't expect her to survive. Howling Peak is pure cancer deck. Kind of want to send this back because I just think this card is bad. I'm going to get Regent's Tomb. My purpose of doing this is I don't want to get the chains because I want to get this later in the game. Feels like Peak is dirtily now for FJS to care about. I mean, I think that you can push over it a lot more effectively. So, yeah. Yeah, I do not do it either. I mean, I'm undecided as to what to do with it, like where it exactly should go. In terms of, like, should I cut it entirely? Or right now I think I'm just have one copy myself. But it's definitely not a card I'm excited about. What am I at? Just 2? Ugh. Yeah, let's trade. I'm not sure what to do there exactly, but it's close. hoping that they do not have another threat here so that I can land the Regent's Tomb. They do have a torch. Iliac bat from his band. Okay, so now they can, if they play the Merchant, I can kill it, so that's cool. Oh, that's a good one. Hey, Shibukami. Lovely to have you. I didn't realize that it was that hard. Oh, what is it that craps on FGS so hard? Why is it that FTF craps on FGS so hard? I don't think that it does either. It is a closer matchup than it might originally look like. 1, 2, 3. They've torched something else. It could be another display. Yeah, is he going to torch it down? Sure. This should enable Riz on here. So I'm doing this also just as a gain life, functionally. Feast Colors do take a lot of the time. I don't think that Feast Color is the correct thing to play in the deck, though, because, I mean, it's good against the FJS decks, but it's horrible basically everywhere else. It also just is very inconsistent because that triple primal is very hard to get. But yeah, this is also like a huge damage soak here because going face with all of the damage is like, so I'm at 1 here, which obviously I'm not excited about, but okay, I can handle that. I know what I'm doing here. Attack. Fight. I should have played that up first. Missed a life gain. That's actually kind of brutal. Oh, I did my math wrong. I did my math horribly wrong. I missed the... Oh my god. I can't believe how badly my math was off. I was just like counting both the merchant and the display as costing 3. So as a result, I was off by not being able to cast my my harsh rule by a lot. So yeah, that was very very nifty play to do on stream. People were talking about Winchest for it. I think that I can play a Winchest deck that, or the Winchest Grenadins. Such a first row, yeah, or yeah, lol at me. My math skills were tight. This is my first game of the day, you know, just getting the rust off, getting warmed up. Yeah, somebody wanted to see Grenadins, so we'll play this a little bit. Actually, maybe I shouldn't play this one. Maybe I'll play the normal one. I'll play the normal one. Scrappy Hour edit deck. This is the correct version, right? Yeah. Wait, no. I have to change the cargo. Lovely to have you all here, though, for sticking around after Grimfan's stream. Very nice of you. My son is also cooperating, still not awake. He's pretty often wakes up around 11 p.m. After it. Ooh, Magikarp. Another named player. He's already into Masters. A lot of people made pretty early Masters, it seemed to me, this month. I don't know if that was just me. It seemed like it. You got me crafting Tavia. I mean, it's worth it. The deck is a blast. It's a lot of fun. I can play it on stream too tonight for a little bit too if people are interested. Yeah, that seems like a 2-drop. That looks a lot like a 2-drop. Treasure Trove. Both these are kind of crappy. Tavia is the 2-cost card in the Argenport Shitters deck that is basically the best card in the deck. Yeah, she's an elf that makes more elves, and she also has Empower, give all of your elves +1, +2, +0, something like that. Yeah, the Raid Caller. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, she is very good in that deck. Hit another one from the hand. Do it. Let's do this. Never lucky. +1 attack for the turn. Should probably grab a Scrapper sometime very soon. So he's just on Rakano mid-range, I guess, because he still has a show in hand. I think I'm going to have to get this. I'm pretty sure it's Scrapper. I'm having a hard time figuring out what he's up to exactly. Play show. Great. That feels pretty decent. I like this feeling. I'm probably going to end up combusting this. Oh, Martyr's Chains. I see. Try to turn on the notifications to show up of who is following, but I greatly appreciated whoever it was. I will be sure to figure that out very soon. So one of these are dying, I guess. No, my Granardin, no. By the way, I very much regret sending back my I'll play this out because Torch is probably worth pitching. Very much regret sending back my madness back in the day. Got another one. Thank you so much. Whoever it is. These anonymous follows. You're too kind. I'm going to play this. Vanquish, sure. Assuming they don't die this turn. Hey, I'm not dead. Not dead. I love not being dead. It's great. Now he doubles in size. One turn lethal. If I was really BM, I would have taken the Talut, attacked, would have been good, given them the oops, and then torched face. That would have been the BM play there, in case you were wondering. In case you missed the maximum BM line, I decided to not take it. I mean, Magikarp's a good man, so I will spare him of my savage bad manners. That Madness was very good. I don't think that deck can beat Madness particularly well. Hey, that card back actually looks kind of nice. I mean, I never change it for my Scion's card back. Scion's card back is dope. Thank you once again for more follows. I forgot to set it again because I'm just super dumb. I got excited about the Madness. Sorry. Greatly appreciated. Send them all my way, though. I really do appreciate it. This suggests aggro, so Gear Cruncher is out. Yeah. No Torch. This card is technically reasonable in this matchup. My issue is I kind of just want to get to filter cards, like spend cards when I can. a deadly relic. I mean, we have one. It costs 18. That is going into the market. I don't know what I'm getting out, though. That's kind of funny. I mean, he's just good here, right? As a 2-1. Technically sending this back. I think I'm supposed to get in cold blood. I mean, this is obviously not a great pickup. This is really just kind of me exchanging cards kind of more or less at random. Because I just think that getting the 2-1 out is better than anything else. Equivocate. Ouch. It hurts. Oh, hey, this is actually not bad. God, this would be sweet if this cost 1. More follows, more follows. I'm going to try and set that up while my opponent beats me up. Streamlabs. Winter's Curse. Yeah, I just have no choices. I will come back to it and I'll be, like, largely dead. It'll be great. Alert box. Alert box. Okay, I am... Takes a keen and alert mind to realize how dead I am in the situation. I actually do have outs here. I have some outs. Now, if they have Maul, I'm dead as fuck. It's another card that probably kills me. Berserk, sure. Yeah, I just have no tools for blocking all of this damage. I am dead. They curved out very, very well. I mean, I think that, especially being on the like losing, getting hit by that that teacher, I just had no chance at that point. The abusive thing, do the deadly relic. Units that shoot things, I guess. Harbinger, I think that Harbinger wouldn't work. It would be something like Spitfire. Spitfire is 4 cost. Infinite number of activations relic that gives you just 1 damage to anything. So if you give yourself deadly, you would just you would have death strikes. Just infinite death, like 4 cost slays. Infinite number of them. So that seems pretty good to me. Oh yeah, if it was just your units have deadly, that's like 3 or 4. This is Torch. I'm keeping it. Cargo over Seek. The reason why I should come make this as a command. The reason why is that technically in a 2-faction deck, they are identical, except for the fact that if you send it to the market, you can get it back. Or if there is a very weird situation of plays in which you get some influence, then you can get something off of it in the ultra late game. That's much less of an issue with this particular deck. It's more an interest in something like the Winchester deck. Not the Winchester, the Kenadin's deck. But basically what it comes down to is being able to pull it out of the market again if there was just something that happens that you send it off in the early game and you need it back in the late game or later into the game. It's not going to come up very often, but it's technically an advantage, and all other factions reasons of the card has same functionality. Technically should have scouted first. I'm going to bottom this. This is a little bit too greedy for me. I just want to curve out. Like, being obviously against this deck, like, we're going to be grinding for a while. But I would want to be able to just cast these cards, because then I'll be able to cast this pretty easily. Yeah, Renderous Rice is the only other downside that just comes up so infrequently. I'm going to sacrifice. I definitely bottomed that, but, you know. Here we are. I'm being sabotaged. This is unfortunate. I liked that card. Just give me half a moment. I'm going to try to set this thingamajigger up. Now, if anyone wants to follow me to test that it's working properly, I would appreciate that. To see if the actual yeah. This is a pretty easy call. No blocks. That's kind of bold. I like it. You know, I'd obviously prefer this as being a 5/5, but still the correct play. Oh man, I want to power so badly. Kind of just dare them to do something about it. Oh, we got some follows. See if it actually shows up. On the stream. Does not look like... Oh, yes, it did. Ander, 1345. Thank you so much. It is, in fact, working. We did it, chat. We did it, fam. Brell. That is a callback. $245 people hanging out. Thank you so much. It's a lot of fun. I think this might be the highest we've had on the stream so far. Turning down a 4/4 double damage merchant is terrifying. I'll take my 7. Okay. I guess. I suppose. I feel very dead. Yep. They have a surprising number of weapons in their deck. Probably would have been correct to display of ambition there if they had it. I think that this is like, so 8 plus 4 plus 3. That would have killed me. Yeah, I'm done here. That power came right on time. Right on time. Do a little more of this, and then we'll move on to Archer Pork Shitters. Because we did get a request for that as well. It's not great, but it'll do. Hojon. We did it, fam. Yeah, I mean, I know Vara's Favor is a good card deck, but let's calm down a little bit. Let's take it easy. just run it back, buddy. I guess that no, it was perfect. It was good. Third time's the charm. Let's fucking run it back. Let's go, Boozle. I dare ya. Double dog dare ya. No way I have the third one. Not a chance I have the third one. Oh, Boozle. I'm so sorry. I'm not sorry. Oh, God. That was... I've never... I don't think I've ever had so much Vara's Choice value in one game. That was disgusting. Boozle now contemplating life decisions. How did we get here? What's happened to me? Champion of Glory. I love it. I'm just not going to let him ever play a pump spell. Yeah, that should hurt everybody, I think. Sleeping Lion. Everyone's been in, maybe not that position, but a position like it. Just getting utterly hosed. Apparently my card was getting its money one way or another, though. Fearless Nomad, that is trip down memory lane. These are both very tempting, both Stone Star Scrapper and Diesel's Office. Honestly, I think I'm going to send both of my Gear Crunchers back into the market and just grab both of them. Actually, I'll send the Scrap Tank back. Because the Scrap Tank I can get back again if I get another friend. Yeah, sitting there with the finest hour hitting click. Checks out. Feather. It's a good card. It is very likely a flying effect or an evasion effect that they have in hand. So they're going to do something like Plate or Inquisitor's Blade or... Oh, I guess they went for Vanquish instead. That's a pretty lame play. to be honest. I mean, like lame kind of is a weird way to put it, but it's not a winning play. Is a way to put it. This is definitely a situation where you have to play to win, not play to kind of just like survive the next turn. It's like obviously going to die to that eventually, but if you have a flying effect, if you don't have a flying effect in your market, then you have other problems. Let's go. Yeah, let's just jam. Not really scared of any of these. Force them to blow a pump spell plus a unit versus this. Yeah, this seems like an okay trade. I'm happy with this. This is a disgusting turn. Because we have to do that. And then we have to gear crunch them. And they have to top deck. I don't think that there is a combination of cards here that basically wins them the game. Like, I think that they're just dead. Like, if they have, like, Feather plus Finest Hour that still isn't even, like, close to enough damage, yeah, they're just totally boned. Because, like, even if they have a removal spell or a silence effect for one of my two threats, like, the other one is just going to bury them. They can't survive both the Scrapper and the Gear Cruncher. And they just didn't seem to have a removal spell since they just searched for that Vanquish. Or smuggled for the Vanquish. They smuggled it into the game. That's the way you could put it. Red going gray. I think I've played against this person before. It's an interesting name. It's memorable. Could be wrong, though. Played against lots of people, though. Not to brag. Can we talk about Vara's Favor again? I can't believe it. 3 Vara's Favor back to back to back on each of the Hojons. Ooh, 7 cards. I love it when my opponents play with 7 cards. Or 6 cards, rather, of course. 7 cards is good, too. I prefer 1 on 6, though. Evening, Reckoner. You missed the podcast. Lights Out Ace and I had a lovely chat. Oh, he's streaming? Tell him I say hello. That seems fine. You got home from E. The letter E? From taking E? Were you just on a drug trip? Trying to guess. Oh geez, 3 faction aggro. I don't know, Kevin. Resolves. The number E. Yeah, it's attack. I think they have another torch. It's a torch or a Finest Hour, obviously. But if it was a Finest Hour, then I think they would just use it in that attack. They attack, I double block, they Finest Hour. I guess that does remove the renown, but that's like just not that big of a deal. You just play this as an Argenport soldier. It's not the end of the world. Inroad Smuggler, sure. That's spooky, though, because if they have like a plate, that's fucked up. My draw so far has been super anemic. Like, that's just something you sign up for in this? He kind of wants to win. That's unfortunate. Unfortunate for me. Let's do this one. He just got home, from work. Okay, so. I'm very likely to double block here. Yeah, I'm going to double block here because it doesn't actually, like, A, it saves me a life. B, it doesn't make a difference in my total Grenadin count because I'm going to be playing the Gear Cruncher. And C, it actually improves my Witching Hour. What do you got? That's bad. Could really use a Combust. I also, next turn, really need a Grenadin drone. He says that was a filthy tactic to your play. What was my filthy tactic? Like, I believe that he has a torch. Four, three, three. Yeah, okay. This actually is... Oh, okay. Maybe he was spent it earlier? But did I miss something? No, I guess not. Amethyst ring. Right. Well, I can play the Witching Hour next turn if I survive. Honorable fight. It was an honorable fight. Until he got that extra damage. Then it was unhonorable. But I was beating Torch. If he had Torch, then I could top deck either a drone or a... the drone would do it because I could then play the hour. Combust would also buy me a bunch of time. So yeah, I actually could beat a Torch there. Yes, GG indeed. This is a keep. Anyone know if Display of Vision hits chains? I don't even remember the text on Display of Vision. Which one is that? So that's the Corendon one. Trying to recall the exact wording on it. Like, if it says just like it has oddly... So write out the wording for me and I'll be able to let you know. On the internet. Yeah, okay. Then it definitely would work. Yeah, so the thing is that it just doesn't basically work on curses. I'm expecting a harsh rule. I'm just going to do this on the assumption that he doesn't have it. I don't... Like, if he has a harsh rule, then this doesn't do anything. So I would rather do this. Get my draw 2. Excuse me, sorry. I kind of am happy with this exchange. Get deeper into my deck. Like, obviously I don't like this, but it's not the end of the world. It's a good card. I'd rather just have this for sure. This also buffs him up by 1, technically. This is going to be very cheap. Yeah. Just enough to kill her, by the way, which is cool. Even through a torch. I will take this 5 very happily. Kind of expect a slay here. Or something. But you can't let this kill your Vara. I mean, I guess there's a possibility they don't have a removal spell, but that's like against the code of ethics of this deck. You always have a removal spell. Am I getting just annihilated? Sure. Okay. Gotta follow. See who it is in just a moment. Xanax __. Thank you so much. Really do appreciate it. I'm expecting to get tombed here. It's either tomb or plight. Yeah, friend, that fucking resolves. Okay, we tag with everything. I don't think I can kill them this turn. Unless they, like, block none of these. That seems far-fetched. Let's start here. I mean, that probably does it. I think that does it. Combust is a good card. Exactly lethal. I mean, technically, I had an extra point there, but still good. Still good. Good game. I always love playing against Brismons because it reminds me of the Magic card. Who here remembers Burma as the Magic card? People lost their fucking mind when it was spoiled, and then it did nothing in Standard. It was great. People have been making those sorts of mistakes with, like, in card games just forever. It's always funny when people kind of dunk people like, oh, you got that wrong, you got that prediction wrong. Everybody gets all their predictions wrong. It's so hard to predict the power level of the cards. Yeah, I mean, I knew that I had the damage. Hello, Caladinus. Yeah, I knew that was right. Sleepy Lion. I technically should have done that, but I also knew that I had done my math. Assassins. This seems like an easy torch. Yeah, no, I can understand that reaction. I'm going to just do this. I'm going to grab the In Cold Blood. The card is very good in this matchup. Grenadins too. Case Practice ones though, lol. Yeah, I have not played the most recent versions of the Praxis decks, so I'm interested to see how they are doing. Yeah, take 4. I'm pretty fine keeping these back. I did not notice a pause there, a stop. Lost Scroll. I'll just chump this. I could have, like, blocked it with everything. But why bother? Just gonna play it nice and slow. I don't know why you would play that out unless you have a Vara in hand, like big Vara. Could be big Vara. That's kind of scary. The meta is gonna. You always say that. You say that every time. God, what do I want to do? Yeah. Let's do this. Expert of dog shit. Yeah, man. Why are you playing out your power? Do you have Martyr's Chains in your deck? Whatever, dude. You fucking did it. I have no idea what Don Ray is doing. I'm actually going to start killing them. I mean, I like the meta right now. There's a lot to do here that's kind of fun. I'm honestly just like not getting him blocked. I don't know what's going on. So they are playing Martyr's Chains. Just fucking raw. Wow. This was not from a merchant. This was just in their deck. Okay, let's just go. Tower, kill this is, like, annoying. I'm probably going to combust her. Slay, sure. I'm happy to take the 4, that's fine. It is going to be very, very hard for them to win through this. Cannonins is decent. Okay. Top or bottom? This is an important question. Top. Interesting. So now I am going to have to just kill her now. What the fuck did I just do? That was a huge mistake. That was a massive mistake. She's just kind of like arbitrarily large. Okay. I unfucked myself. The reason I'm keeping 3 back is actually specifically to loot. What does this cost? 20. It costs 20. Oh, right. You have to be my hand or deck. Forgot about that. So that doesn't actually tell me very much. The thing about all of this is that there's a very big danger related to madness here. Yeah, he dies. Now the flyer is scary. She doubles twice and then I'm dead. Because the thing is that she doubles, like in size, like now she's 48. 48 kills him. Thank you very much for the follow. Don't know who it is yet. Underspecified. Because the thing is, like, I'm watching it on the actual stream over here, so that's what's going on. Would have been cool to get this power a little bit more consistently earlier in the game, but you know. You know. Hidden Road Smuggler. Yep. Dark Return. Orista. Yeah, that did not feel good. That was a really crappy draw. And just like, especially just like the order that the cards came up in. Like, if I had gotten some of those power earlier on in the game, I think that would have been super easy. Like, I got like multiple Var's favorite there at the end, and I had for the Hojon earlier. That would have been very good, but unfortunately, it all came up a little bit too late. I will also have everybody know who is an enthusiastic supporter of the stream who happens to be hanging around that I am able now to accept subscriptions. I have the affiliate status, so that is something that you can do if you are interested in doing as such, and would really appreciate that support. It is something that, like, if I do have a chance to get some subscribers, I can do a lot more streaming over the course of the next little while. I don't need a whole lot of money to be able to justify spending more time on doing this. So if you like this kind of content, it will help me a lot. But feel under an obligation, though, of course, because I know that not everybody has the resources to do that at any given time. We are right now, it looks like, in a mirror match, though. This hand seems good for a mirror match, because I have Assembly Line, and Assembly Line is a very good card when you're playing your Grenadins against their Grenadins. I suppose that there is a very strange possibility that they are on something with, like, Stray into Shadow, or Devastating Setback? No. We're gonna just do this. This is fun. I could have played out the Assembly Line there. I'm choosing not to, though. But we're going to do old Madness Combust. Like a Madness Devour. Yep. Yep. I love it. Playing around the Combust. I appreciate that effort. But no dice. Krennin Merchant resolves. Trying to think what they could be getting that I'm actually scared of. There's not a ton. This Witching Hour is going to be very cheap very soon. Stone Scar Scrapper. Oh, no, they're going to get the Stone Star Scrapper. They're going to, because they didn't have the merchant sign on it, and you don't have the units to play. So I'm guessing it's the Office. I'm very likely going to go play this, grab Madness, set up a Madness on the Scrapper. Oh, baby. Ten to 5. I still need another shadow, though. I'm not playing this out because I just don't know what to get with it quite yet. If he attacks with it, I'm going to just let it die. Yeah, that's I'm fine with. No, this does give them the fuel to start going on this. I would have just definitely activated this again. This is a pretty good card. These witching hours are going to do some fucked up shit. I have no idea what his hours are at. I don't think that they're as low as mine. Mine are very, very low, though, so... Gonna play out the first witching hour here. And I am satisfied to make this play. Kind of just want to keep the board clear, if possible. Get damage in. This is kind of desperation play material. I have 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. That's a lot less than that now. Sure. Definitely have to clear off that scrapper on the board. Going to start here, though. Bottom. I am going to play the Witching Hour out, though. Sure. I like the idea of having the only flying one. Yep. You see, like, if you're watching and just kind of like wondering how to play out the matchup, by the way, I think that we both like identified sort of like what's going on here, and like flying matters. Scrappers matter. Sites matter too, obviously too. They're just having like the value because it's very much a battle of attrition. Scrapper, that's bad for me. That's very bad. I'm at a much higher life total. That matters, though, right? I don't know even if it matters. That's a scrapper. Scheme. He has a torch. They have a torch, rather. So this definitely fills up the board. I have, so 6. 6, so the torch one, it's fine. Okay. And the math works out perfectly so that if you... Yeah, so 7 damage. So if they torch one in response, it's still going to be 6 damage. Torch. Yep. Threaten. That's fine. I'm fine with the D-Zone, by the way. It also be mentioned that this has lifesteal, so I gain a bajillion life for every time I activate the ability. So he gets the Dezo. Gear Cruncher, that sucks. But I can respond. 1, 2. Yeah, he has enough. This game is very weird. In case this matters, I have a power up. Since tomorrow is patch day, supposedly store, yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if we have a store tomorrow, yeah. I love playing with myself, Sibukami. One, two, three, four, five, six. Oh, that is a mistake, friend. You shouldn't give me more board space. That is actually just flat out a mistake. You see that? That was all because of the... You see that? I got a motherfucking extra grenadine. Brace yourself. Let's get that out of my deck. I don't think that I'll need both the Torch and the Devour. I should have played this out first, though. In case he had a Torch before I activated the Gear Cruncher. Got a nice follow there. Thank you so much for whoever that was. I'm sure that you're a lovely, kind, and brilliant individual, whoever you are. Unless you're Iliac. Darkest Hour. Thank you so much. Greatly appreciated. That shot fired, yeah. And you must choose between draw the top 3 cards of their deck. You deal 7 damage to them and you gain 7 life. Another fine, lovely, charming, brilliant individual has followed the stream. Let's see who it is. Paradox. Lovely to have you here. So I think that we're going to switch into card draw mode now that our Gear Cruncher is dead. Also grows up our Scrap Tank. Hey, we have another Gear Cruncher. I'm going to play this out just because I like having more Grenadines on the field. People are just doing this now because they want the effusive compliments. But I will give it to you anyway. Whoever it is, another one of the many splendid, amazing followers of mine that they're just pouring in now. I just needed to know that. That was the thing that I was missing this entire time. Effusive praise. That was not a good activation, friends. You're this way. I can't my extra monitor too, so I was going this direction to look over at it, but that's the wrong way. You're over there. But thank you so much to everybody who is following. You are all amazing, spectacular, kind, loving, and brilliant. Madness is a good card. Opponent making some questionable plays. I will agree. This has been a long game though, so this is the kind of game where it's like I don't know what my cards do anymore. But yeah, we are going to take this gentleman, attack, always face. Probably should have taken the flying one. I don't know why I'm doing this. Sure, that's also fine by me. Now I can finally attack with these guys. Yeah, they did. They're... I think that it was 2 places left. But, you know, it happens sometimes. There is no way you make a, 82, guys, come on. This is not... It ain't in, Chief. The question is, what do I do exactly from this point? I know what I'm going to do. All phase. Yeah, so wishing, my plan, of course, is a follow-up as a wishing hour. Kill that thing. Sure. Yeah, I activated him. Wahahaha. Gear Cruncher. Once again. See if you choose the correct target that time. That was closer. Fury is going to be very hard for my opponent to keep up. Don't worry. I mean, I know Resident Sleeper. It's a valid point, but this will be done sooner rather than later. If we look at the cards that I have in my hand and the cards that my opponent has access to, I'm at 14 cards remaining in my deck. By the way, almost decked myself. They've decided to die. How many cards in the void? Oh Jesus! I didn't check. I'm sorry. I apologize. I can go through and count it in the player screen. That'll be a fun activity. 1, 2. This reminds me of hanging with my son. 3, 4, 5. Probably 5. We're just gonna like we'll agree that it was about 5, right? You give or take. And we just don't have to do it ourselves. 5 is a good estimate. My son is actually pretty good at counting. The thing that he does though that's hilarious is the kid continuously skips over 3 and 4. Like he would be like 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Like he can count to 20. 3 and 4 for whatever reason. Fuck him. 14. I don't know. There was like part of what like I'm saying this from is actually a friend of mine. Like they have a daughter. She's older now, like probably grade school-ish range right now for her. But when it was a couple years ago where they went to like this pumpkin patch to pick up a pumpkin for Halloween, of course, and it was like this giant pumpkin patch, and they're like Tessa, her name is like Tessa, helped to count all the pumpkins. She said that there were 11. It's just this giant pumpkin patch filled with them. It's a perfect picture. I love it. Low impact. I don't know exactly what's going on in my opponent's deck. I guess it's like Greenadins? Let me believe 11 was 10-1. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I learned Japanese at one point, and the Japanese counting system is like so much better. Oh my god. Can we talk about that? Can we talk about how 11, like what the fuck is going on with that word? Can somebody explain that to me? Yeah, it's like it is. So I mean that's the same as in Japanese. Ichi ni sanshi go roku shichi hachi kyu ju ju ichi ju ni ju san ju shi, etc. Six-year-old in kindergarten. You got your math wrong there too. Start kindergarten age 4, buddy bear. I'll keep this for a lucid turn. I'm going to get sabotaged here, and that's going to suck, but... I very much can't do anything about that. Oh, I'm not getting sabotaged. I mean, he can sabotage me whenever I want, whenever he wants, and there's one of these still going to be in my hand, probably. I mean, I suppose there's an ultra late game scenario where it doesn't, but seems unlikely. I'm getting show cycled. No, why am I attacking? I can't attack here. I just need power. Hey, it's actually night too. Interesting. Is missing your Bonnie's good night gay? Is your always good night gay? I feel like see, you aren't blonde. It's correct. I am not blonde. We have a command for that. That explains this. Yeah, so the thing is that it like I have been blonde. I was blonde in the past. But not any longer. I miss the blonde. Thank you. Ergner for the follow. Just infinite fucking merchants. This is the second time they cycled this back from their what do you call it? Market. Fucking market. Now, I'm not actually that scared of Elias. I think that my plan next turn is to Corendon Merchant and pitch something. Because if he gets the Elias, then I can Madness plus Devour it. Like, Madness is just a huge chunk of life by itself. We had the stream. I have never been a blonde streamer. I apologize. Not even once. Seems a bit discombobulated. Yeah, it's a bit annoying. I'm going to do this to protect against Torch because I really want this to die. I don't think the one Grenadin matters that much. Attack. Gain a bunch of life. Sacrifice him. Gain a bunch more life. You're in a strong Gino, so you dye your hair. I mean, I did dye my hair once upon a time. I had dyed hair. I promise you. Maybe I should have it as a sub-goal. You know? Dye my hair back to blonde. I'll do it. I'm totally fine with doing that. That is a weird get with this matchup. That is a very strange decision. I mean, still in a lot of fucking trouble. Need to combust pretty bad. Diesel's office. Interesting choice. The ties have been cut. Elias has the potential to buy me a turn, but let's face it, that's very, very unlikely to even buy me a turn. I'm done here. Oh, Murderous Chains. What a bitch. Double lifesteal? Yeah, I know. I said that I would play the Argenport shitters a little bit. Let's do some of that. Play something a little bit snappier. Where are we? I know that I have it here. Because I was looking at the deck today. Because it even has Tavia as the picture. Did I, like, delete it for some reason? The fuck did I do that for? Let's take a look. Make sure this is a good version of the deck. Yeah. Gets to 8 power. It goes over the top of anything. It got to 8 power. It earned it. It's not like it didn't. It's just, like 6 or something like that. It definitely is. And there's also ways to counter it too. Like, I could be playing Boar in this deck. I could be playing Burglarize in the market. Like, there are ways to get around it. Hey, it's Ray Ray. I know, Ray Ray. This is a great hand. This does 10. Not exactly the amounts that I want. Yeah, I mean, it's got to be a relic, basically. Oh my god, why did I not do this? This hand is perfect. Like, very close to what I would choose for an opening hand. Throw my pants off. Yeah, I mean, entirely possible. If he can throw my pants off with this hand, all the power to him, because this hand is dangerous. Permafrost. Yep. Wouldn't you rather have 3 DI and a beacon? That's pretty close to. Um, yeah, it's got like that's got to be the best one. Is like triple 1-drop beacon as a draw. And by 1-drop I mean not Blood Beetle, but definitely the draw that I did get is quite strong. It's gonna go in all in, die to Hailstorm if that's what's going on here. If he's playing the same version that he was playing before, if they are playing the same version they were playing before, then it is they don't play the Storm. This has got to be lethal. I'm not even doing the math. Yeah, that's just lethal by itself. This deck is fair and balanced. Seems good, right? Seems okay. This deck is a blast. It's so much fun. Just punch you right in the jaw. Seems like the odd block. I mean, if it was, if like my hand is double rapid shot, I just don't think that they're winning that game, basically no matter what. I mean that's a really hard one to call. Double rapid shot. That is a really hard hand to either like both read and play around. So like if they block there, I double rapid shot. Titan dies anyway, and they still take a bunch of damage. I think they're still alive there, but it's going to be unless they play a sweeper, then I think that they're still in a tremendous amount of trouble. I'm going to keep this basically entirely on the strength of Tavia. This is not a good hand. Oh. I'm doing this now to try to bait out a torch. They do not have one. Yeah, I think that it is the correct block ultimately to go for the Tavia, the elf block, blocking the elf. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that was the correct block. I just think that in the context of that game, it didn't matter. Hit me. Sojourn is doing some heavy lifting. Gained 8 life already. Gonna go up to 10. Oh, no. Okay. I don't think that they have finest, but I don't think it matters. If they have power, I'm kind of just dead. It's just like I can't get through the 5/5 right now, and they're just at too high of a life total. At this point, he has gained like 12 life or something like that. And if we were at the life total of 11, there might be a way to punch through, but I just don't think there is anymore. Like, I want to play out another turn. I think that whatever happens, it involves the territorial elf. I guess I can stall for a while with Tavia. Tavia activations buy a lot of time. I thought this was supposed to be seeing the influence store added it last week. Is it? And I'm blind. No, it's supposed to be this week. Whatever, we're doing this. I don't think we're winning this game. I mean, with that, I'm just, yeah, I'm good. I can't do 27. There's just, this guy just did measure. we were supposed to have it a while ago, sure. Tomorrow never comes or something like that, you know? Should probably have changed the title, but you know we're far enough into it at this point that I'm not gonna go back. Yeah, this is a skip. This is a send it back. There is a justice sigil right here. I promise you, it's right on top. Just like I said. Just like we drew it up. They have torch. I think I'm more interested in my elf, this elf, eating a torch than my Tavia. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. This is definitely Rista. I think that they have another torch still. Are they Canadians? I think so. Canadians is a pretty decent matchup. All my cards are terrible for them to copy. I don't care how many times people say that they're Reckoner, I just don't believe you. I prefer Canadins and Grenadins. I should have played Otavia. Missed some damage. Just 1 damage. Can Rista block yet? No. Confirmed, cannot block. Literally every time somebody refers to Rista, though, I always have to do a mental check about whether Rista is the... oh, I just played horribly into Downpour, assuming that my opponent knew that that's what they were supposed to get. Yeah. Brutal. Savage, wrecked. Should have held back to Tapia, I think. Okay, they just had it all. They had it all. Oh, this is feeling nice. This is feeling good. Got this one in the bag, boys. Well, there's potential that this card can do something messed up. So, play it out. That's going to be hard to beat. See if they're bad at math. They figured it out. They got me. How dare they? Obviously stream snipering. This is the only explanation. How to see through my sick plays. They kind of just had it all that game, and I did play pretty savagely into that. Yeah, I'll play this one. Into the Downpour like an idiot. I'm not going to berserk right now. It's tempting, don't get me wrong. Teacher. One of the advantages of this deck is I don't actually care about Teacher. Like, the curse here doesn't really matter to me. Like, all my cards cost 3 or whatever. What is Canadins? It's a good question. It's a good question. I think they were all Canadins in our hearts. This is an odd combination. Like, let's like talk about that. Because this doesn't like I don't know. Yeah, we're just gonna jam. Canadins for life. I might play some Canadins later because it's a fun deck. This is a lot of damage. I'm interested to see what my opponent's like hand is. Like World Bear Behemoth? L-Head, I'm guess. I'm honestly just going to keep on going. Because this has to attack anyway. And this is a decent amount of damage. Like 8 damage still through this. Get to play these two out. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not excited about kind of having to do that, but like this was attacking anyway, so I just feel like it's not that big of a loss. Moonstorm Guardian, that is more of a problem. God, I wish she wasn't silenced. Okay, he blocks. Here's fine. I think I'm still supposed to attack with everything. With this one, Wreck. Porcelain Mask. Constructed All-Star. Porcelain Mask. So that was a neutral exchange in terms of both life and units, if I'm correct. Maybe I lost an extra unit in there. I can't even remember now. Yeah, I don't understand it, especially with like Teacher in your deck. It just feels like a really bad Nombo. Given the fact that I only have 1 power left in my deck, I think in my hand, I'm finally going to call it on this. Like, why on earth would you do that? Could somebody please explain what just happened? Like, that was. Are you going to return that from the dead? Is that the plan here? It's like the card that did something, but without the things that does stuff. I strongly suspect my opponent did not get into Master playing this deck, because it does not look particularly good to me. Now, my draw is bullshit, but, you know. I mean, this is also a deck that it peters out. We all know this. It's not designed to go that long. Let's do some Canadyns to close things out, though, because that's a fun deck. I like Canadyns. Let's edit the deck. Just make sure that this is a real deck. Genev. I'm supposed to have, yeah. That's supposed to be an Elysian banner. Yes, other than that, that looks pretty normal. Let's go for it. Small boys and go to town. I mean, is that the thing you have a Shipper's Horn? And yeah, like if you're going all in on that kind of nonsense, I mean, sure, it kind of makes sense to me, but like you really have to have some payoffs there, and I certainly do not see any payoffs in the course of that game, and that was a pretty long game. Sure, this is definitely getting a swindler, unless my hand changes, of course. If I draw a, hey, my opponent's on 6 cards. I love it when my opponent is on 6 cards. I'm gonna repeat that just like every time that it happens. It's like, hey, I love it when my opponent's on 6 cards. Sure. That was wrong. I was supposed to get fire. I was also supposed to play the drone turn 1. I don't know why I did all of that. Whatever. We're here now. Embrace it. Yeah, man. I like it when my opponent's on 6 cards. Did they sequence their power wrong? They just missed like a... Okay. Whatever, buddy. I do not know Mokinakone. I regret to say. You gonna torch me? Mochi Cone. Yeah, that makes more sense. Yeah, that's a keep. Hmm. Three damage. Yep. It was actually a surprisingly tough one. I mean, I have Cannon on 6. Got to follow there. Let's see who we got. Kalim. Greatly appreciated. Yeah, let's get a scout right now. This is a neutral for power, but I have to get deeper in my deck. I don't think that I played this one correctly, though. I should have played this earlier. Now I get much more blown out by... Yeah, so... Torch... Hey. That's good. I should actually be doing this one because it gives me a 3-1. So that blocks a lot better. I also just want the life, though. Yeah, I'm going to do this for the life, honestly. If I draw a power next turn. This might be overly... Like, I don't know if you would call it greedy or conservative, but just like... Or, I mean, just like an inappropriate play is, I guess, what I would have to say it. Okay. Yeah. I'm pretty sure it doesn't matter. Like, I'm kind of just, like, in the abyss. I think I played that one wrong. I'm not sure exactly what went wrong there, but I'm almost positive that game was winnable. I know I'm not playing Mike Titus though at this point. It's been a long stream. I'm gonna close it out. Go to the 1 o'clock point. Get in that 3.5 hours. Yeah, I killed the loser, so that means I won, right? Right. This hand is bad, but we're keeping it because it's late. that's how we're playing right now. Do not think that we need more depleted power. Yeah. Aziem got it. They understand. They see the lines. At the very least, we killed Ray Ray tonight. That's what matters. Quarry, sure. Resolves. I'm very lucky to send one of these to the bottom because I just don't have anything worth using it on yet. Like, 2 is a lot. Yep. I don't need a second one. I just need to get deeper in my deck. I need a threat. A threat or a cell. Oh. Oh dear. Well, that's a start. Then I'll hold off on the Cobalt Waystone for a little while. I'm also going to take this damage. Yeah, they've exposed themselves to be on something weird. I'm hoping I don't get bored here, but if I do, it's not the end of the world. It is pretty vulnerable to end of the hostilities. War, yeah. This is the wrong target, by the way. It's important to understand that against the average Grenadin deck, it is true that there's some plans that involves recurring it from the void, but in the case of this Grenadin deck, I'm more likely to copy it. Come on, deck. I'm going to just do this. And do this. I probably should have just... actually, this was horribly wrong. I could have just Caleb's Choice there. What the fuck is wrong with me? I am playing so badly. So badly. Caleb's Favor. Kill this. Missed it all. Now... Now I expect that they are going to plate this, kill this, and I am going to be fucked. Because plate is a very difficult card. Regent's Tomb. My opponent is making some suspect choices. My opponents have been making some very odd choices this evening. Swear Vengeance, correct. That's fine. Hit me. Hit me! Yep. What do I have in here right now? Molotnikova is a good card. So that's happening. Tomb is great in the market, don't get me wrong. It's just wrong here. You shouldn't be, like, it's definitely incorrect to get it in this situation, assuming that you have plate. Plate is just much better. Like, plate is very difficult for this deck to beat. For my deck to beat. Like, if he does it, I'm almost kind of just dead. Dark Return. Do you think there's like runs play? I don't know. Like, I don't know what their deck is at the end of the day. Torch me. Oh. Let's swap this for Downpour. I'm unexcited about killing this to get it back into the deck, but I kind of want this off the battlefield. That's a good card. I couldn't figure out a way to get Molotnikova out with Spark that turn, so we did this instead. They have two revenge shit. Oh. I mean, Sash does get back all of that. Yeah, you can be huge. It's annoying. Okay, so we have that. Kill this. My opponent is making some very strange decisions. Like this here, this is a very bad decision. Do I care about this site? Not at all. I am at 15. That, like, me losing 5 life, a third of my life total seems dangerous. Harsh rule. Okay, sure. I got the wrong power. As always, playing tight. Yeah, I will never understand it. It just happens constantly. This is going to be good. It's great when it happens. I love it. It happened like multiple times tonight. This is going to be saucy. I hope that some of you can see the line here that's forming. Mirror image. Combust. Tribute. Mola and Nikova, ladies and gentlemen. And I think that will be a lovely place to end it. Moral of the story, don't hit sites when it isn't necessary. Not that it mattered that, but that this was a lesson taught to my opponent on that basis. Yeah, Saki, Mola, and Nikova. It is always so much fun. I love that. I love lines like that. Just sack something giant for that one extra power. Or whatever it is. Let's see who else is streaming. Send you off to somebody nice. But no, also, thank you so much for everybody who's watching. This was a lot of fun. I'll definitely big shout out to Grimfan for the big fat host. If you're new to the stream, I'd really appreciate any follows as well. I know I keep on saying this. I'm trying to build a stream, and your support is very helpful in that. But this was a lot of fun tonight. I really did enjoy it. So let's go to Eternal. And Red going right. Oh man, that is a man who has a beard that is. I did not realize the beard related action that was happening here. So that is definitely where we're gonna go next. It makes sense now. It makes sense now. Have a good night, guys. So that is definitely where we're going to go next. It makes sense now. It makes sense now. Have a good night, guys. Oh, that's wrong. Come on. Come on, isn't that the name there? It's not the name. It's just give me half a second, guys. I'm deeply incompetent and very tired. Let's get that username correct. Oh, that's it. The spelling is weird. It's just give me half a second, guys. I'm deeply incompetent and very tired. Let's get that username correct.
Neon Blonde? I was just having the same idea to send people your way, potentially. But since you're sending everyone my way, I might as well just stick around and win some more games. Hello, everyone. How are you? Oh, boy. I mean, they did a recent nerf. It just wasn't quite enough. He's got a vanquish. Check the new polls on Twitch streamers. No? That's a big swing. That is a big swing. I don't know if I really want to make this play, but yeah, I wasn't expecting to do it.